Welcome back. Now, each year, the hunters of the Faroe Islands in Scandinavia kill some 1,500 pilot whales. It's seen as very much part of their culture. The mammals are herded towards the shore, where they're beached and killed. The meat is then shared with the whole community. Well, animal rights campaigners condemn whaling as cruel and inhumane. But one former green activist, Australian Kate Sanderson, has changed her tune. She's now an active campaigner for the pro-whaling lobby and chairs the North Atlantic Marine Mammal Commission. Everywoman travelled to the Faroe Islands to meet her, but be warned, because some of you may find these pictures distressing.
We're in the Faroe Islands, a small group of islands between Iceland and Scotland in the North Atlantic. Here, people have been hunting pilot whales for centuries.
Most people will realise that if you're going to eat meat, you have to kill an animal, and this is not something you normally see when you live in a big city. You don't have that kind of contact with the processes of getting food.
Some Russians outside, but I haven't seen a smile off.
Well, I sat upstairs in 10 minutes, but...
Kate Sanderson is from Australia, but has lived in the Faroe Islands for more than 20 years. She represents the Faroese government in fishery negotiations and chairs NAMCO, the North Atlantic Whaling Commission.
When I did see the hunt for the first time, I was actually quite surprised at how little it shocked me. I was expecting it to be bloody, of course, and dramatic, and it was, but it was at the same time very well organised and systematic, and that aspect of it surprised me, I suppose, but just it didn't shock me. Another part of the uniqueness of Faroese whaling is the distribution of the catch. It's distributed free. The general rule is that everybody gets a share, so it's something that really keeps community ties very strong. Well, the protest against whaling in the Faroes started with a bang, and it took everybody by surprise, and the Faroes had never ever experienced this kind of onslaught of protest before. And that was largely to do with the fact that the pictures of the hunt were distributed so widely through international news media and hadn't really been seen before.
Suddenly the government was flooded with thousands and thousands of letters and postcards. There was an urgent need to address this and to explain the hunt and its cultural importance. And because Kate Sanderson already had done research of the hunt and was able to translate from Faroese, she was offered the job.
It was rather disturbing to see so many very angry letters, some of them quite abusive, in fact. Mostly they came from the US and the UK, but also in Australia. People responding to some sensational images and not bothering to consider the context and the culture.
Jag tror det här blir grint. Alltså grint är att lägga på där ute i bilen nu så direkt ut i grint.
But they all eat it?
Ja.
Första bilen.
Ja, första bilen. Där är bakvast då.
I think that a lot of people have reacted to it because the people doing it look like you and me. These are blonde-haired, blue-eyed Western Europeans behaving in a way that people would otherwise consider something that's Aboriginal. In some ways there was a positive impact from this big wave of protest, because there were some questions about the hunt that needed to be answered. For, in particular, whether or not the hunt was sustainable, whether the numbers of whales being caught on an annual basis could be sustained in the long term. But I think there was obviously a concern that, well, we need to make sure that we can continue to kill whales for food in the Faroes, and we need to do it responsibly. The fact that people still, in a modern Western society, with all the modern conveniences of the globalized world, are still prepared to do this. They're still prepared to kill their own animals for food, and they're conscious of the need to maintain the knowledge and the skill that you need to be able to do that. Perhaps one could say that fish are the new whales. There are certain organisations that persist in sensationalising the use of nature. For fishing as well as for whaling, for all use of nature, our main goal is to make sure that what we do is sustainable. We're not going to cut off the branch that we sit on. We're completely dependent on the sea, and we have to make sure that the way we use the sea and its resources, we can continue to do that in the future.
Now, I know that many of you won't share Kate's pro-whaling views there. If you want to let us know what you think, the email address will be given at the end of the programme. Now to the Iranian women blazing a trail and causing heated debate. Women in Iran can't become judges or run for president, and they need their husband's permission to get a passport. But now, for the first time, the Islamic Republic has allowed women to become firefighters. Everywoman meets some of the first female recruits at a fire station near Tehran in a move that's causing sparks.
This fire station outside Tehran is home to one of Iran's recent experiments with liberalization for women in the workplace. These are some of 11 trainee firefighters being put through their paces.
وقتی به این قضیه اعلامیه که شهرداری داده بود مبنی بر استخدام زنان آتش‌نشان برخوردم، اول اصلا باورم نشد. بعد خیلی خوشم اومد. تلاش کردم، سعی کردم. خواستم، تونستم، اومدم.
میتونم بگم مسابقه اصلیم پدرم بود. اون تشویق کرد که بیایم توی این کار. هم نو بود، جدید بود، هم که واسه خودمونم جذاب بود که بدونیم چه کاریه. جالب بود واسم. بعد تشویقای اونم باعث شد که من بیام توی این کار.
خیلی مواقع هستش که ما حرکت میکنیم برای خدمت‌رسانی و اونجا میبینیم که نیاز یک خانوم خیلی بیشتر ملموس هستش. یعنی اینکه یک خانوم خیلی بهتر میتونه اونجا کارایی داشته باشه، مخصوصا در جامعه ما که یه مقدار از نظر اعتقادات و از نظر روحیه مردم، عرف جامعه اینو میپذیره که بعضی جاها خانم‌ها خیلی مسلط‌تر یا اینکه خیلی راحت‌تر بتونن کار انجام بدن.
در ابتدا که ما میرفتیم برخورد مردم یه مقدار براشون کلا مثل مردم یه چیز خیلی جدید و نوعی بود. تعجب می‌کردن وقتی ما رو می‌دیدن. ولی وقتی که بعد از اینکه کارمون رو می‌دیدن، کار تموم می‌شد، بعد از اتمام کار برخورد خیلی خوبی داشتن. جای بعضی اوقات هم می‌شد که زنگ می‌زدن، حتی زنگ می‌زدن تو ایستگاه از ما تشکر می‌کردن. ولی به طور کلی برخورد مردم با ما خیلی خوب بوده، خیلی جا هم با ما همکاری لازمو کردن.
For one of these women, the station has provided not just a new job, but also an unlikely romance.
من اینجا متأهل شدم. 1 سال همسرم آتش نشانه. بله. تو این ایستگاه نیست، ایستگاه ادکس.
But the picture is not as clear-cut as it may appear. Although women are making progress in the workplace and in other areas of society, it is slow and tentative. As in other parts of the Middle East, Iran is caught between modernist instincts and conservative traditions. The majority of jobs, whether in firefighting or in other traditionally male roles, are still done by men. For many feminists in Iran, this inequality between men and women raises questions about how meaningful these steps really are for advancing the cause of women.
این 11 زنی که الان به عنوان آتش‌نشان دارن کار میکنن در واقع یک شغلی رو انتخاب کردن که خیلی مردونه محسوب میشه و حالا می‌بینیم که این 11 نفر تعدادشون کم و زیاد نشده و فقط در یک شهر خاصی در شهر کرج هستن و در کل کشور اینا گسترش پیدا نکرده تعدادشون. و خب این یه مقدار سوال ایجاد میکنه که وقتی که ما هنوز در مورد خود اشتغال زن‌ها مشکلات اساسی وجود داره، این رویکرد چه هدفی دنبال میکنه که ما بیام تو همچین شغلی از زن استفاده کنیم. در تقسیم بندی بین شغل‌های زنانه مردونه، زنان ایران کم کم به این سمت پیش رفته بودن تا قبل از انقلاب که یه سری از این مشاغل رو تصاحب کنن، مثل قضاوت یا نیروی انتظامی و به صورت پلیس، ولی بعد از انقلاب این رو متوقف شد و زنان به سمت شغل‌های زنانه رفتن، مثلا پرستاری، مامایی، اینطور چیزا. و الان این روندی که زنان دارن طی می‌کنن دوباره می‌خوان به این شغلات دست پیدا کنن، در واقع بازگشت ما به همون روندی که 30 سال پیش داشت شدت می‌گرفت و بازگشت به همون نقطه اولیه است در واقع.
These women firefighters may only be symbolic, but they could also pave the way for other women to risk breaking more taboos in the ongoing struggle for women's rights in Iran.
Another hot issue here on Everywoman. And that's it for now. If you want to contact us, our email is at everywoman@aljazeera.net. But until next time, from all of us here, bye-bye.